Where's Aldous? He was supposed to be my New Year's date. You're really recording right now.
Someone giving us professional gear to do this was probably not the best idea.
It's really not a happy fucking New Year.
Happy New Year. That's me right now.
That's me right now. If you see a thing that you identify with, just point it out and say, "That's me right now."
Too bad my little baby
You would
walrus
think
isn't
that
in the room.
your baby walrus.
I actually have two little walruses. I have an obsession with walruses.
Walruses are man cute, but I can't think of walruses without thinking of that movie Tusk
Oh,
anymore.
stop.
That I'm sorry,
No.
like I know a lot of people watch that and like I listen, I loved it, but it was really messed up. So whenever I hear like the word walrus, I just think of that actor who I really
Don't.
love.
Don't anymore. Just please don't. Think about anything else relating to walruses but that movie.
Fuck.
And it
Yeah.
was funny. I was watching a show before, a sitcom called Yes Dear. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
No, I never saw that.
It's cute. Paul was like, oh, I could see why it only lasted 6 seasons. And I started I was like, that's so freaking harsh, but whatever. It's a married couple and the wife's sister lives with them in their guest house with her husband and their two kids. And the two husbands work for a supposed I guess it's like a movie studio company or something.
Mm.
But the husband, the one guy that like owns the house, he got invited to a movie premiere with his wife and he's like, "Oh, I really don't want to go. I've been to like 3 this month already." And he was like really like bent out of shape. So the brother-in-law and the sister-in-law were like, "Oh, we should totally go and like take these passes and go." And it was a Kevin Smith movie, and it was pretty much about like a retired clown that was working for like a POW camp, and he was
Yeah.
trying to like bring like funny amusement to like all the people that worked at the camp. But it was such a bad movie, and freaking the
Kevin Smith's work, unfortunately, like after a while, it became kind of
well,
questionable.
it was great because the guy, Jimmy, like the brother-in-law, goes to the bathroom and he looks at his wife. He's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and like try to escape for a little while because I can't like deal with this movie." And he goes in the bathroom and Kevin Smith is in the fucking bathroom and Jimmy doesn't realize that it's him. And he's like, "Oh my god, this movie's such a snore. Like, it's so
Jesus.
bad. Like, when they say coming to a theater near you, like, move out of the town." Like, all this like stuff. And Kevin Smith's like, wow, you really thought it was that bad of a movie? Like, and Jimmy has
Shit.
no idea it's him. And the boss of like the company like goes to Greg and is like, "What did you say to Kevin Smith?" And like the guy Greg, the brother-in-law, is like, "I wasn't even at the premiere." And Jimmy's like, "Oh shit, like it might have been me."
No,
It was so bad.
I might have to check it out because I'll watch shit like even if people say it's bad, I'm like I have to watch it myself to judge if it's bad or not.
Yeah.
What did you think of? I made I suggested that we watch the pilot of The Sopranos tonight, and I want to know what you thought of it.
I'm really glad we watched it because I've skipped around with that show. Like, if I put on the TV and it was on, I would watch it.
Mhm.
But it would always be like in the middle of a season, like
Yeah,
probably like in the middle of seasons, like throughout the show. So it was probably like middle of season 3 or something like that. They'd have like a freaking marathon on. And
yeah,
I'd
yeah.
always get it in the middle of it. But watching bits and pieces of it, I really liked it. So going back to like the beginning and like, because I've been saying I'm going to do it forever and I just
No, listen, there's so much content out there that I lose it after a while too. I have so many things that are on, my personal watch list on like every single streaming thing. It's like every once in a while, you like that happened to me with Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
It was just sitting on my list forever, and then I think just when season 6 came out, I think well, you weren't the only person that suggested it to me. Like, oh, you have to watch this. It's so funny. And then I watch it and I binge that shit so fast. Like David Rose is just a whole ass movie.
He really is. He like I instantly was like drawn to him when I started watching that
And
show.
like
He was
Alexis
just
with the hands, when she's like, I don't think that.
yes. You do that too good.
Thanks. Oh my god, I'm not used to this wig. I played around with Gail's wigs today, and this is just way longer hair than I'm used to. But anyway, this is just way longer hair than I'm used to. So
I love it with your sweatshirt though.
I hope that your New Year's is a little bit Alexis.
Very
Thank you
much.
though. Yeah, my sweatshirt, I forget what side it's on. Yeah. So when it says what does this say? An album made by Ashley for Halsey. And this is a Manic hoodie. And about it was almost a year ago that this album came out, and it was, I don't know, just like an instant like masterpiece. When I heard it, I'm like, oh wow, it's just so different from everything I heard her put out. In case you guys haven't guessed, this is just like a happy new year fuck everything episode. So like you're just gonna listen to us not talk about metal, but just whatever you want.
Because why not? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. But you know what? If you don't feel good today, if you're not having like a happy new year and like you just don't feel great around this time of year, like I just want to normalize it and say that's fine. Because
That's why we wanted to do this today. We
yeah,
were gonna do B today, and then I think between the both of us, we were just so freaking exhausted, mentally and
we
physically.
were honestly, I didn't start to really, I don't know, feel better till I got here, like sitting there like watching videos with you. I think I just needed to socialize. I needed company. I was originally going to film it, over Zoom with her, but I'm like, I need to get out of the house. For this time of year, I know that a lot of people think of it as like, a point where they can, like a point of renewal and like fresh things and new things and starting over. But for me, um, it's just it's not that way. It's like it's more reflective to me, and I think about who isn't here with me any longer when the ball drops. And I know that sounds really morbid, but like I'm gonna stay on the real right now. Like that's just, and I know I can't be alone. Even with Christmas, I think I was struggling a little bit. I had to, you know, leave and go like to into my room for like 20 minutes, just like take like a little break, because it's still weird not having loved ones I lost around. And it's just my, I don't know, it's what I have to do, I guess, to cope.
And I don't think anything going on right now is really helping that.
No,
And
no,
I think
definitely not.
anybody could say that no matter what you're going through. I feel like I have like
Agoya.
foundation all over my lips. I'm just like, that's
Listen.
me right now.
Okay,
Um,
okay, the rev. It's okay. I think that we all put foundation over our lips in the early to mid 2000s because we thought that we was cool and gothic. We did. We thought
meanwhile, we looked like mannequins.
we looked awful. Like who said that was okay? Apparently Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse said that was okay.
I was in Target, and then we'll go back to what we were talking
Yeah,
about. I
yeah.
was in Target today with Paul, and I was looking at the makeup because they had a lot of like stuff on clearance, like good brands, like
Mhm.
stuff that's normally like $15, $16 was on sale for like 2 to 5. And I was like, okay, that's weird. So I couldn't help it. I was like looking through it, and they had an ad. It was a girl trying on different like concealers, and I guess in the ad they wanted to show like all the range of colors that they had. So she had a dot of each color of the concealer underneath like both sets of eyes, like both of her eyes, both sets of her eyes, both of her eyes. And she was just like this, like sitting to the side with her head tilted with like all
Like one
these
of
dots
these,
of
like a
concealer on. And Paul's like, it looks so dumb. And I was like, it that's how you put like concealer on, and then like you blend it out, and it takes away bags and circles under your eyes. And he's like, I know, it just looks so dumb though. I'm like,
what? Oh,
the point of the ad though is to show you they have like different colors, like you normally wouldn't put all those colors under your eyes.
yeah, yeah. Like, listen,
He
I would
just like
not,
it just went right over his head.
but
Like completely.
there's just some things that you can't expect a man to know, like just how we don't know certain things about like the things that they do. I don't know.
He just
Like,
wasn't grasping it, and I felt so bad because he was like genuinely like so like agitated with this. He's like, why does she have all those colors? Why are all those dots under her eyes? I said, it doesn't stay like that. Like you blend it out, but you pick. the color that matches your skin.
And
And he just
even being a woman, like I'm sure like you can relate. Like I know how to do my makeup, but I feel like I am still learning. I feel
oh, totally.
I'm still. I don't think I'll ever stop learning because just like how like haircuts or like the way that women do their eyebrows like change and like what's in and what's not. I think that we're just. It's kind of interesting. It's forever changing.
Well, even like professional makeup artists you see like all the time. They'll post like a picture from the year before and then a picture like the following year
Yeah.
and like it's like day and night difference. It's
Oh
like
my God,
crazy
yeah.
like how much even like someone like them who you see them like automatically in the start of their career and you're like, "Oh wow, they know everything." And then all of a sudden it's like, "Holy crap, they just got like 10 times better."
Yeah. Yeah. I never did any of that. Like, it's very rare that I do a very heavy cake face, I guess everyone calls it, where it's like multi-layer of everything and like super duper sharp contour and like, but I have toyed around with it. It's just not how I choose to wear my makeup day to day. Um, but listen, never underestimate when you have time on your hands and a mirror and a makeup bag because I think you can relate to that.
I think a lot of people can. Totally.
Yeah. What hoodie are you wearing? Because you pointed out mine.
I got a
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps hoodie
Oh my
and it says
god.
welcome to Harland on the back.
Yo, when I was a kid, the one with the mask creeped the shit out of me. I think
Yes.
wasn't it like a movie? Like it wasn't an episode? Why do I feel like it was like movie
They
like
might have made it into a movie. I know they had the show. I actually watched the show not too long ago. I have it on my Fire Stick.
oh shit. Or wait, that was you know what? I was also thinking Are You Afraid of the Dark at the time that was kind of like
Mm,
big,
yeah.
but the mask one was definitely Goosebumps.
Yeah,
Sorry,
definitely.
sorry for that. I don't want to trip myself up.
No, but
But
they might have made it into like a mini movie or something.
I remember
Comment
just
down below if
being
you know.
comment down below if you know. Name that movie. Love that Joker.
Name that movie. Which one?
That's me right now.
My sister still hasn't watched that movie.
What?
I'm calling you out on the podcast, Mary, because I'm not going to say anything. And if you listen to the podcast, then you'll hear this and call me out on it.
What movie? I'm sorry, I missed it. What movie did she not watch?
Batman.
Excuse me?
Hmm.
You know what 2021 has? The fucking audacity to welcome you into 2021 without ever having seen Batman. Are you kidding me?
And she just watched Beetlejuice recently.
Oh my god. All right, listen.
But she really liked Beetlejuice. Like, I was kind of surprised. Like, we were trying to debate whether, like, which one she would like better.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, maybe she'll like Batman better because I feel like she's definitely seen the one with Danny DeVito as the Penguin.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't
So
know.
I know she's seen them, and she saw like The Dark Knight. Um, she saw. Oh my God, why can't I think of the name of it? The one with Bane, the one that came after The Dark
Oh,
Knight.
Dark Knight Rises.
Yes,
Yep.
she saw that. True story. She saw that because the Steelers were in that movie, and she's obsessed with the Steelers.
No, let me tell you something. Your sister surprises me. I guess we're just gonna talk about Mary. What's up, Mary? We're just gonna talk about her right now because your sister surprises me. Okay, I automatically would have thought Beetlejuice would have been like the thing that she would have, even before she saw either, which
She
she hasn't
loved
seen Batman.
She liked Michael Keaton. She
I
was
had
like
a crush.
he's a nut job in that movie. She's like I love it. She's like he like really, and that's kind of why I wanted her to watch Batman too because I was like honestly he's my favorite Batman,
Yeah, the one point. Oh, me too. Like,
hands down.
I know a lot of people love Christian Bale, but there's something about Keaton's Batman that is very human, I guess. But I have a crush on him. I was and had a crush on him then. I had a crush on him as Beetlejuice. I'm a fucking weirdo. Okay, when
Not at all.
that point in Batman when he's like, "You want to get nuts?" I'm like,
Didn't
"Oh,
they film?
it's Beetlejuice."
Didn't you tell me they filmed it like within a year or two
Yes,
apart?
Beetlejuice was released in '88, and Batman was released in '89. Mm.
They released it the year I was born. That's me right now.
That's
That's probably why I'm
that's
such a fucking
you.
weirdo.
That's you right now. I think that I heard something to the effect of, people doubted that Keaton could play Batman because they saw him as Beetlejuice. So they were like, "Oh, how is this guy supposed to play Bruce Wayne?" But he ended up being the best.
He was the best in the West.
And then trying to compare Jokers is like it's just not, it's different levels. You know, like Jack is like OG, and he is just one of my favorite, if not the, top favorite actor of mine of all time. But Heath obviously brought something like incredible and new to the table, that how he immersed himself in that role is, witnessing him in that part was chilling.
And Jack Nicholson warned him about playing that part, right?
There was a clip that I saw on YouTube, and someone was getting him to sign an autograph as he was coming out of some building. I don't know. Uh, and one of I don't know if it was a fan or reporter said, Heath Ledger's dead, and he looked up from signing the autograph, and he goes, "I warned him." And I just like, what do you make of that? What do you make of that? Some people can look deeper into it and say, "Oh, he drove himself nuts," and like, "Oh, Jack was definitely referring to like the Joker role," but Jack actually had an issue with Ambien for a long time. He almost drove his car off a fucking cliff.
Isn't that's what Heath died from? Was
It
Ambien.
was it Ambien? I don't know why I thought it was painkillers. I mean, I
Well,
could be wrong, but
he did other stuff too because when he passed away, whichever one of the he was dating Mary Kate, right? Mary Kate Olsen.
I think it was Mary Kate. Comment
Um,
down below. Which
comment
Olsen
down
twin?
below. Freaking can't right now. Whoever it was, I think it was Mary Kate. When she found out that he passed away, she sent one of her bodies to his apartment to clear out his apartment before the cops got there.
That's so shady.
You find out your lover, and even if maybe they weren't lovers, but they dated for a good amount of time, like
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how
you
long that
find
they
out that they
were.
die, that person dies, and then that's like the first thing you think
That's
to
like that
do.
same shady shit that Courtney Love did. Okay. Listen, I can't
Listen,
I can't say that Courtney Love offered nothing to music, because, without her we wouldn't have all those trashy Woodstocks videos.
oh my god, what did I watch the other
Yeah.
day? It was a countdown. It was interviews gone wrong,
Hmm.
and she was obviously one of the clips because it was her and the hell is his name? Kurt Lauder from
Oh,
MTV.
Kurt Loder. I
Yeah,
remember him. Oh my god.
it was Courtney Love and Kurt Lauder, and they were interviewing Madonna. It was New Year's Eve, and they were in the middle of Times Square, and Courtney Love was inebriated, and she was just falling all over
Of
the
course.
platform, and she like was literally at Madonna's feet, like groveling, like just saying like next level shit. Madonna just like you could tell she was so over it. She just like got up and like walked away. And Courtney's like, "Oh my god, do you hate me? Do you hate me?" And was
Oh
like,
my
like
god.
hanging over like this railing. And Kurt Lauder was just like this, like
Oh my
he looked like
god.
he was like so like
Your face.
he just didn't. Not only did he not want to be there, but he just looked like so mortified. Like
Yeah,
whether
because
you're a
like
fan of hers
that's,
or not, that's
yeah.
fucking Madonna.
Oh.
Like that's
Like, I held my shit together really well for the people that I met.
Madonna.
My technique is I freak the fuck out while I'm waiting online, so that by the time I get up there and I get to say like what's up, I'm fucking exhausted. So I act like a normal person.
Unlike me.
Well, yeah, we no, you're opposite. You hold it all in. And
And
then
then when I
yeah.
see the person, I freak out.
Yeah, yeah.
The only one I didn't cry for, which I wasn't like, I couldn't believe I didn't cry, was Nikki.
I was very surprised at that one too, because I was
I was like
behind you,
shell
camera,
shocked.
like, yeah, you were. But you know what? What I witnessed, because I was standing behind her while she was getting this autograph, as soon as like he saw her, he just looked up, has the most like genuine smile on his face, as if like everyone that he met, he just knew them for 20 years. So I think that having that kind of
He has that
present.
personality,
Yeah,
which
have
I made me appreciate him even more
yeah.
because he could be so. I mean, not that you should be, but someone with his resume and his background, he could be an arrogant like
Oh,
asshole if he
sure.
wanted to be.
I had an encounter with Lady Gaga. I did not get a picture with her. I did not, get like a autograph or anything, but I think it was 2009 and she was playing at Radio City for 2 nights. And I had tickets for one of them, but I went out back of Radio City where that's where the fans wait, right? Waiting for her to arrive. So they put up like the little barricade things, and there's this mother that would always bring her kid everywhere, so she could meet the celebrities. And I just remember thinking, I'm like, all right,
Look at my face
like,
right now.
no, I know it's awful, it's awful, but like this kid, you could tell genuinely wanted to be there. I
Oh,
it, it,
okay.
it
Well, then
it's
that like
just
makes me feel better.
no,
I
no,
hate the kids that you see on stage that have no idea what they're doing, and it's like,
yeah, yeah,
dude, the first time I saw
it's
Kiss, I was on the floor and I'm like standing there, like freaking out, like, oh my God, this is my first time seeing Kiss. This is going to be amazing. And then I see a 3-year-old on stage holding Paul Stanley's guitar.
it's
And I wanted
ridiculous.
to smack like myself in the head because I was like, "Wait, what did I do? Like, why couldn't my parents like work for Live Nation? Like,
Well,
or something like
trust
that.
trust
Like,
me, I wish. But this kid, she definitely wanted to be there. It's just that I've seen this mom and the kid other places before because I used to hop around the city a lot when it came to meeting people, and I was just like, oh my god, them again. I'm like, all right, you know what, like I'm definitely not getting a photo, like, but I want to see what she's wearing, because you never know what Gaga's gonna wear. So I stood there, and she gets out and she's signing shit, whatever. The mom and the kid are in front of me. All of a sudden, behind me, a paparazzi comes and he puts a step stool right behind me. And he stands on top of it and he's taking pictures, but he's honing in on me, but like just enough where he's not yet like up against me. So she makes her way down, and at that point when she was in front of me signing like the little kids, I don't know what she had, like a piece of poster or something like that. The paparazzi hit me really fucking hard in the back of the head with the camera, and it was so hard it made like a sound, and I kind of like lost it for a second, and she saw it, and she reached behind me over my shoulder, grabbed the lens, and shoved his ass back onto the fucking concrete. And she
yes.
looked at me. Sorry if you're listening to this on audio, but she just lifted her big bug eye sunglasses down, looked at me, winked, and went inside. And that is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me.
How the fuck did I never hear this story?
I don't know. I thought I did tell you. It was awesome.
That's incredible.
Like that is something that will be in my head movies for all time. Yeah, it was really cool. I never got to meet her, but I hear that she's amazing, obviously. There's you know
I feel like Aziz in Parks and Rec.
what I can't believe okay, that was 2009. The Fame Monster tour. What what
Oh, wait.
happened? Where were you?
Where were
Oh no, I
you?
know where you were. I know where she was.
Where were you? Did you ever see Jack and Jill, the Adam Sandler movie?
Who
I'm probably gonna get demonetized just for talking about this because it was
why?
such a bad movie.
Was it really? Wait,
I
who?
see. I thought it was so funny. It's it's Adam Sandler and Adam Sandler playing him and his twin sister, and
Wait, he's playing himself and his twin in this movie? I feel like I saw that.
it's so random. His wife is Katie Holmes, and they have 2 kids, and they live in like LA. And he works for some company. I don't know like what it is. If it's like I think it's like a media company or something. I don't know, but they do like commercials, movies. It's like a bunch of different things. But they're trying to get um, Al Pacino to do a commercial for the Dunkaccino
Yeah,
for Dunkin' Donuts.
yeah.
So he's got to go to a Lakers game and like try to like find him and like talk to him about this commercial. And his sister comes in for the holidays and like she's just so weird and like it's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like if Adam Sandler was a woman.
I have to watch this movie. Like I feel like
But Al they
like
go to the
in
game and
my
Al Pacino falls in love with her. And, like,
what?
Al Pacino's at the Lakers game with Johnny Depp, who has a Justin Bieber shirt on. It's, like, so weird, and, like, he tries to like, Al Pacino tries to put on a disguise, it's like a beard, and Johnny Depp, like, sits down next to him, he's like, "You look like Osama bin Laden. Like, what is
Shots
wrong with
fired.
you?" And then all of a sudden, everyone, like, right away, it's like the celebrity cam comes on, and they're like, "Look, Al Pacino's here," and it, like, zooms right in on him, like, they didn't even, like, try to, like, hide it.
I love it. Oh my
But
god.
it's so funny. There's like one part where like she brings her bird Poopsie with her.
Poopsie. That's what we call our cats. I use that because of Flotsam and Jetsam and the Little Mermaid.
I think I've heard you say it, but like I think I mainly got it from this movie too, because
Holy
it's like
shit.
this like
That's
macaw
so
parrot,
funny.
and the bird keeps like repeating her, but it sounds just like her. So she's like, I think she gets stood up on a date or something like that, and she's really upset. So she keeps saying like, "Where were you?" And then all of a sudden the bird's like, "Where were you? Where were you?" Like scream, but it sounds just like her.
Oh
I
shit.
can't. It's a terrible movie, but it's so funny.
Oh my god. I'm trying to think of like what movies cracked me up. Like for some reason when you did that voice, I thought I was just thinking of like birds in movies. It's funny how my brain works and correlates things. Um
Corky Romano with Pierre.
I know I was actually thinking Dumb and Dumber with Petey.
Oh my god, no. No,
Poor
no.
Petey.
Poor Petey. We dedicate this episode to Petey.
We dedicated this episode to the fallen parakeet Petey, who lost his head. We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off. No, my
Poor
grandfather
cat.
loved Jim Carrey's movies. It was the strangest thing because I don't know. I never force. That's something I could never foresee. My grandfather getting a kick out of Jim because his humor
No, but that's
was
amazing that he loved him. Like, that's great.
right. Like, well, I think when The Mask came out, I was so obsessed with that movie. I mean, that was just something I watched over and over and over because I guess like I wanted to imagine what it might be like. Well, I didn't want to look like that, but I like what it would be like if that you wore something that just changed you into someone else. And so I rewatch. And one day he joined in and he was laughing his ass off. And then soon after that, I saw Ace Ventura. I don't know what order those movies came out in, but the
I'm
order
not
in
sure
which
either.
I watched them as a kid was The Mask, and then Ace, and then Dumb and Dumber. And he loved all of them. Oh my God, cracked him up.
I could see Papa Winter laughing at those.
Papa Winter. No, my grandfather, that's a strong name. James Winter.
He was a strong man. Like, if
And he
I
was a
saw him walking
giant.
down the street and I was a dude, I wouldn't fuck with him.
This tall German man that could like fuck you up.
He looked like John Voight. Like, to the T,
What?
looked like John Voight.
He had more actually. I now that I'm looking like at myself, I
Definitely better looking than John Voight, but
don't even get me. You had a crush on my grandpa.
stop.
Listen,
Don't make me sound out like I'm a creep.
no, you know
He
what?
was a very attractive man.
No, my grandfather was a very attractive man. He never looked his age. I will say that. You little creep. You fucking creep.
I had to because you said that. I had to.
Yo, it's fine. Your little brothers look kind of cute. What's up, Lewis? I'm just playing. You're making the face. I just realized.
Yeah.
No, it's really weird because, like, we grew up like going to each other's houses, seeing each other's families, and like, Lewis is like this little fucking pipsqueak, and then all of a sudden I see him, and I'm like, wow, so you're 7 feet tall and got mad tattoos, like, and then I find out, all these years later, he had a crush on my grandpa.
I thought, what do you mean? I never said I had a crush on your grandpa.
You clearly have a crush on James Winter.
Because I am comfortable with myself enough to admit that a man is attractive. Now I got a crush on him.
No, not at all. I'm just mad. I gotta
You're
fuck
gonna
with
go
you
up
a
into
little
my
bit.
loft and there's gonna be like a little heart picture frame with your grandpa in
Yeah,
it.
if I can make it up there again, I fucking loft. Listen, this thing has a total of 5 steps, and my ass. First of all, I have a thing with heights. Okay, like I have a phobia with heights. This thing has a total of 5 fucking steps.
No, but look at this ladder behind you. Tell me that ladder is not worse. Look at that
This la
step from the loft
Oh.
down.
Yeah, okay. You know,
That's like a
that
good two
there's
feet
this ladder
gap.
has, like, this much space with, like, no step. Like, there should be a step
I
here.
literally
There
dangle my
isn't.
foot down, trying to like get down. I'm like, hello, where's the step? Please take you.
Oh my god, dude. Dead.
Not meant for shrimps.
Well, I get, like, I don't know, like, the, phantom sensation of vertigo climbing ladders.
Yeah,
Like I trip myself up, so it could be, like, the shortest ladder or the tallest. It's something about, like, I need, like, this
I
stabilization
just picture you climbing up like
and
5,000 step ladders. I'm like,
Listen,
I
bitch,
gotta go.
I climbed the Statue of Liberty when I was in 8th grade, and it was hell,
I was
okay?
gonna say fuck that.
It was absolute hell. It was a fucking school trip, so everybody had to do it. So here we go, and the staircase, for anyone that has not done this
I would have dove into the
wondrous
water.
thing.
I would have been like, I just dove in the water like fucking what's her name, Daryl Hannah in Splash.
Daryl Hannah. Oh, isn't that no, oh, I thought that fountain was in, like, New York,
Yeah,
but
it is. I'm almost 99 because that movie
it
took place.
wasn't a
It took
set?
place in New
No,
York.
I know it definitely did, but for
Oh,
some reason, I thought someone's ruined it for me and said that it was like, part of a set.
comment down below
Comment down below if you know if the
if you know if that
the fountain from
they were. Well,
Splash.
I remember they definitely filmed that one scene at the Statue of Liberty. That was definitely the Statue of Liberty. That
Well
one scene.
well, fuck the Statue of Liberty. I'm just kidding. I'm American. I love America.
That was a gift from France.
Look, I love you, France. What I'm trying to say is fuck climbing it. I will correct myself.
Well, I
I
mean,
love
not
how
for not.
you gave me a face when I said I love
It
you,
was like
France.
all I could think of was croissants.
All I could think of is Emily in Paris. Like, you guys did a great job with that series. You guys
And
did a
I think
great
of
job with that.
croissants because
You guys did
that's
a great
me.
job with that series. Just so everyone knows, I was Moira Rose for Halloween. That was one of my Halloween costumes. My other one was Sarah Sanderson.
Both were hot.
My Moira was hot.
It was hot.
Thanks, Gail. I definitely had, like, that was kind of like spur of the moment. I was like, I don't feel like putting on the blonde wig again. It was like really heavy. So I had a short black wig, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect because Moira Rose, like, she wears a different wig every day. So it didn't matter what I had, I could wear it.
That's goals when I'm older. I want to be like Moira.
Me too, honestly.
I already have a wig collection, pretty much.
Bro, I really like this one. Like, I would never actually dye my hair this color because I think I might look ridiculous, but it's not the worst color I've worn. I
It's
think,
fun to play with too, though. That's why I
yeah,
like them because like
yeah.
I could be a blonde and then
I feel like if it was like up to here, you know what I mean? Like,
well, that's the thing too. I have scissors, and I didn't like play with that one a lot. Like as far as like cutting it, like this one, I sheared the bottom
yeah,
of
no,
it.
I could tell it looks like wispy and like it has
It was like
layers
that
to
length.
it.
Yeah, no, I have
Yeah,
the shearing scissors and I have like regular hair cutting scissors. So I definitely like thin this out a little bit because this one was like really thick.
yeah.
So if I like thin that out and like trimmed it and stuff, it would. I
I
feel
like it.
I'm
I
like
like it. They're
talking to
fun to
like
play
you.
with. What?
Well, I mean, I am talking to you, but I wasn't really talking into the microphone.
Well, I could still hear you, Gail.
Oh, good.
That's me right now. That's me. That's me right
I know Paul yesterday was like, we were testing the
now. We
mics. He's like,
should.
keep saying the same thing over and over again. I'm like,
No, we
he's
should.
like, just say a sentence like Peter Pepper or whatever the fuck it is. And I was like, no,
Wait,
that's me right now. That's
me.
me right now. That's me right now. That's
I
me.
think that we can actually do ASMR
I
with
said that
this.
twice. Now,
Welcome
yeah,
to
it's
our video. I've done this before, actually. I've made it because, okay, I'll talk normal now, but I get super relaxed by doing ASMR, watching ASMR. So I decided to see if I could do it like for other people.
I could see you doing it.
And it came really natural because when you know that you're relaxed by something, you know the sounds and different things that can be triggering to relax someone else. So
Like the rain
I
on my
was,
roof right now.
oh my God,
I
that's
don't
like
know if
one
you
of the,
guys could hear it. Hold on. If you can.
And
Sucks to be you, nerd.
if
Um,
you can't, then you guys are missing out because it's just a super relaxing sound. Like I don't know, people like watch ASMR and they're like, oh, that's creepy. Like they're whispering and they're making sounds. Like
it's the
what's the
sensitivity to the sounds, though. That's like,
yeah,
because I honestly didn't get it at first either. Like, I didn't think it was creepy, but I didn't get it at first either. And then I started like looking at all the different ASMR videos they have, and they have just some of them are just like I don't get like the sound effect in that, like the cutting of the bars of soap.
yeah. I think that's more of like a visual
I was gonna say
satisfaction.
that's like more like
It's kind of like
visually
those
pleasing, but like the sound of it, like
yeah,
like
that's not
cutting, like chopping stuff. Like some people I saw there was an ASMR video, it was like chopping vegetables and stuff. Which I mean, I appreciate the sound of that because that means like I'm prepping something that I'm gonna cook, you know? It's like different, but
yeah, no,
I wouldn't say it's like a soothing sound for me necessarily. Like rain. I like the ASMR where it's like rain or like fire crackling in a fireplace or
that's
like a
very
fire pit.
relaxing. I
Like
like
those
that.
I like.
Or like I don't know, I like tapping a lot. Like I
Tapping I could totally like see.
like and it depends on the surface obviously and like the speed of which they tap, but sometimes it could that shit just lulls me asleep. But
When I get nails, I tap on everything.
oh my god.
I That's like my favorite. I just like sit and tap on like different surfaces and stuff. It's funny that you say that because like my dad used to tap on his dashboard and he had a Chevy Nova,
Yeah.
and the way that it sounded on that dashboard, like in particular, it just like was just such an interesting sound. So like thinking about that, it was like, and it's funny because like when I had my minivan, my
The
first car, my
minivan.
minivan,
So many good times in that minivan. I can't believe that we can definitely say we baked out a minivan more than three
you
dozen
remember when I hit
times.
the shrubbery?
Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I just like laughed right into your ear. Yes, I remember when you hit the shrubbery. Wow. Oh, oh. She pulling forward right into a shrubbery.
I don't even know if we freaking put that on our D list. Oh well. Yeah, I hit a shrubbery. We were in like a
You
random driveway and I went to pull out of the driveway and I hit the shrubbery and remember I thought my mirror came off, but
that
there was
thing
just a branch covering the mirror.
that thing skiggity boom bopped right off your car. Mm. That's me right now. So when I came here, you played a song for me that I really liked. And no, it is not metal, but I just we like we've been talking about things that we like thus far.
I could
Why
see
should
him
music be
opening for a
different?
metal show though.
So she showed me this artist named Jelly Roll, and I never listened to his. I never heard of him before. Lucy introduced me, and he's just one of those artists where you look at him and you think that he's gonna be like performing like a different kind of music than he actually sounds. Kind of like Post Malone, I guess, is would be like a good example. Like when I first saw him, I'm like, oh, like is he like a hardcore like rapper? Does he do hardcore music? You don't know, 'cause- but yeah, tell us a little bit about how you found Jelly Roll because I don't know, I really enjoyed his stuff. Like how would you like describe his sound?
It's funny because now that you've heard like a couple of his songs, he doesn't like country.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
it's funny because without intentionally, he does sound a little country because he's from Nashville.
Mm.
Um, it's hard to describe his music because automatically listening to it, like it's definitely rap, but I feel like it's a totally different type of rap than what I'm used to. And
It's a little
usually
softer,
it's not only
softer. I don't know.
softer, but it's like the lyrics in itself. Like I was automatically drawn to him. I started listening to him through Twisted actually, because Twisted has played with him like a bunch of times. And I don't know if they might have been on the same label at one point. I'm not exactly sure. Um, but they definitely they're friends. They
Mm.
like hang out and shit. Like I've seen like um Jamie Madrox hanging out with him. Um, they've done like shows together and shit. But that's how I started listening to him, and I was completely blown away when I first heard him. Like his lyrics, he's got a very positive message behind his lyrics, but he's a realist too. And I like how he delves into his like own personal demons and writes lyrics and music pertaining to them that are just so relatable to so many different people on so many levels. And it's funny because when him and Bunny, his wife, like talk about like a Jelly Roll show, he literally describes it as like church because everybody comes up to him, excuse me, after the show and they're all like, it's not the same story, but it's I'm a recovering addict. um I heard your music and your music changed my life. I've dealt with family members that are recovery addicts, and your music has helped me. It's always your music has helped me,
Mm.
like every single person, and it's just so incredible. And him as a person himself, he just seems like such a down to earth real guy. And like he's gotten into his fair share of trouble. I mean, it happens, it is what it is, but it also like shaped him to be the person he is today. I feel like if he didn't have the past that he did, I think his music would be totally different.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the reason poetry is so good because, you know, if someone can't describe pain and describe emotion without ever having experienced it, you could tell it's on authenticity right away. And without you even telling me that he was once a struggling addict, I really felt something layered in that song, "Save Me." She showed me a song called "Save Me," and
He came out with
yeah,
that 7 months ago.
yeah,
And it
that
was
was a
funny
good
because they
song.
always said like, "Oh, you should record an acoustic song," and he was always like,
Mm,
"Yeah, I'll do it. I'll get to it eventually." It wasn't like really something in like the top of his like list to
priority
do.
list, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean that video's been up for 7 months, and I believe it's got roughly 26 million views.
What, 26 million? That's insane.
It's his voice though, because like you hear him rap, and he's got a great voice when he raps, but when he sings, he's got like it's almost like a cat growl.
Mm,
And I love that about him. Like I love that soulful, raspy
yeah, I was just gonna
singing voice, like that southern, like bluesy rasp. It's like a cat growl. I don't know how to explain. It's just
I
like,
was gonna say
and he
his
talks like
voice
that too.
his voice has like grit. That's how I was gonna describe it. Like when he sings. I don't know if I've ever No, I've heard, I think maybe once I heard him like talk. Maybe you sent me. So it's not
On the
like
way home,
fresh.
I'll play you an episode with him with Bunny
Yeah.
because like listening to the two of them together, like shout out to Bunny and shout out to Jelly Roll, Mama and Dad Roll,
Bunny, you're gorgeous, and so is your friend. What's her name? The
Viking Barbie.
Viking Barbie.
Yeah,
You guys are gorgeous females. Holy shit.
they're beautiful. I love them.
Yeah. I mean, I think that we were um I don't know, we both kind of we aimed toward like songs that were, I don't know, the shit that we were listening to today, I guess, had everything to do with our moods. And
Wholeheartedly.
I guess that's why I threw on my Halsey hoodie. It was it was
I need a Jelly Roll hoodie. I need to get
yeah.
one.
I was just gonna say, like, if he has merch, you should get something. I got this because like when the album came out, I think it was like you could buy like a bundle type thing, and it's like the digital and then also the physical CD and then a hoodie, something like that. And uh when I heard this album, it just hit so hard. And actually didn't always like Halsey. Um and now I look to her as like, I guess, an idol. But when I was not happy with myself, I saw this adorable and oh no, I saw this girl who was capable of being both like gorgeous, sexy, but adorable, and she was talented and she had a great voice and she was artistic. And there because I wasn't happy with myself, I hated on her. Like, I'm very sorry, Ashley Frangipani, but I used to not like you, but it was because it was a me thing. It's not you. um,
It's a me thing. It's not me. It's
it's
not you. It's me.
yeah, pretty much, pretty much. And I think, in the beginning, eh, I don't know. That was a weird time, in my 20s. I wasn't happy in my relationship. I had my own issues with substance, and so anybody that was like doing well at that time, I just was like, I fucking hate you. And so I saw, there was this girl that was, jumping from, she could date any guy she wants. And, all of her relationships were super public and all this. And like, I found all these different reasons to not like her. And then years later, I hear Graveyard on this album Manic, and I'm like, this sounds really different than everything I've, heard that, because she plays on Z100 a lot, so
Yeah.
I would catch her shit from time to time, and so it made me it intrigued me, and I wanted to listen to the new album when it came out. Now, in being who I am today, I can look back and say I fucking didn't like her because I saw myself in her. That is why I and she I know that she was very open about her struggles with like bipolar. I myself do not have that, but I do know what depression feels like, and I do, and I know what horrible anxiety feels like. So I don't know, just a little more self-aware now.
Isn't it crazy how when you're feeling a certain type of emotion, you could just put on a song, and it doesn't necessarily have to be metal. It could be anything. Um, you could just put on a song, and it just like totally takes you to a different place.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
was listening to I was in a bad state of mind yesterday, and for some reason the first song I put on when I got in my car was Working Class Hero by John Lennon.
Wow. Oh shit. And
I
how
don't know
did
why, it just like that song, just the way you just feel his emotions in that song. He's just so angry. He's pissed off,
mhm.
and it shows in like the most raw way. He says fucking in that song.
He does?
He does.
I want to hear it.
Who who would have known? I mean, I'm just sure. I'm sure the man
Comment
cursed in general, but like, I
comment
mean, it's
comment
just
down
like
below if you knew that John Lennon cursed.
comment down below. But yeah, going back to Jelly Roll
Damn.
real quick, freaking when I heard his music, like you said, like with Halsey, it was just like a different. It was something. It was like something you haven't heard before, and that's how
Mhm.
I felt with him. Like, "Same Asshole" was the first song that I heard from him. I absolutely loved that, and just like it was like a chain reaction. Like I went on his Spotify, I found like a Spotify playlist, and I just listened to everything, and everything that I listened to, I just progressively liked more and more. And then it was him advertising he was coming out with a new album, and I think it was Beautiful Disaster. And I was like, need to hear this. And like as soon as it came out, freaking went on Spotify and listened to it. And it's just like it became like an annual thing. And Bunny's got a podcast called The Dumb Blonde, which is fucking incredible because you automatically hear it and you're like, oh, it's a blonde and she's got a podcast called The Dumb Blonde. Like, oh, this is gonna be great. And then you hear her and she's so fucking smart. Like she should be like a therapist. Like hands down. Like she's just the advice that she gives and like the things that she's been through and stuff, she's just so inspiring to listen to.
Well,
And
the name of it is a total intentional psych out because
totally. And she
people.
said that. She's like, that's why I did that because people come on the show and they hear stories from me and my guests that I have on. And it's just like, holy shit, you went through that? Like, that's
Mm,
mind blowing. And her and Daddy Roll's relationship is just like, I mean, they're like modernized Bonnie and Clyde, hands fucking down. Like, they're like perfect together. I believe they met in July and they were married by the end of August.
wow.
Like,
Huh.
like
It's like
instant,
that.
yeah.
What's that like?
Comment down below.
Comment down below if you know what that's like.
That's me right now.
No gig, too scary.
Oh my god, did I tell you? Oh my, did I tell you what I did at Whole Foods the other night?
No, but I really hope that everyone like goes and like checks out this video of Mike Patton doing a prank call on YouTube. No gig, too scary.
It
Okay,
has to
so what?
happen.
So now you may move on. Wait,
Well,
where did you go?
I got a gift card for Christmas for Whole Foods. So I
Mhm.
went to Whole Foods and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to use this gift card." So I thought it was a sticker on the back of the gift card that I had to peel off for the PIN number, and it turns out it was a scratch off, and I had to scratch it off. So I tried peeling the sticker off with my nails and ended up ripping half of the back of the Whole Foods gift card off. So I couldn't use the gift card.
Uh,
And I'm standing at the register and I
oh, wait,
must
wait,
have
how
looked
much
like
money? How much money was on it? Like,
it wasn't like a lot. It was like $25.
tell that the still that's $25.
Well, it was $25 that would have helped because my bill came to 80
Yo,
and I
did your
literally bought
father give you that?
no, my landlord did.
Oh, okay, okay. I just that feels like a dad gift, you
$80
know?
worth of fucking meat and cheese. I got like 3 loaves of bread. The one fucking
Oh
loaf
my
went
god.
molded the next day. So shout out to that.
Shout out to the moldy
I literally ate a piece of the
bread.
bread on the way home, and then the next day was mold. But they had like this 4 cheese bread. That shit was gone in a day. That was so good.
You know what bread's really good is the multi-grain sourdough from Trader Joe's. Oh my god,
That's probably legit.
I toast that up and like do like I put avocado on it, then the
Toast it up.
you toast that baby up and you put the avocado on it.
That sounds really
And
yummy.
then put the everything but the bagel seasoning on top,
You got to
and
get
it's
the corn
amazing.
salsa from Trader Joe's.
I think I've actually tried it before because my brother's a salsa guy.
That shit's
He's
so good.
the salsa verde from there is good. I think it was from there.
They have a
Yeah.
sauce. It's a Trader Joe's hot sauce. I think it's technically like a mild sauce, but it's got this cool like Day of the Dead skeleton on it, like a little sombrero.
Oh.
It's very good, but if you try it, I think I actually might have it in my fridge. It tastes like Taco Bell mild sauce,
Ooh.
like to the T. And it's just so funny because you're like, oh wow, Trader Joe's, and then you try it and you're like,
I miss Taco Bell.
it's Taco Bell.
I miss Taco Bell a lot. I wish I could still eat it.
I wish you could still eat it too, because I would get you a black bean chalupa.
Bro, like all I want is a cheesy gordita crunch with hot sauce on it. And like the cheesy tots with like I think it has
They don't
like
even have the cheesy tots anymore.
wait, what?
Dude, they got rid of half of their menu. And their freaking drive through is still 20 minutes long when you go into it. So defeats the purpose of that. They said, oh, we wanted to have like a faster like drive through and everything. Which
What?
you go
First of
through any
all,
Taco Bell drive through,
First of
like
all, you already took away the fucking Baja Blast, so like shame on you. Like you know how many people that probably pissed off
I don't know
my
if
brother being included. My brother is the biggest fan of Baja Blast.
so you could as far as
He was very
nachos,
upset.
you could only get the nachos and cheese and you
Hmm.
could get a nachos Bel Grande. They have no nachos supreme.
What
Um
the fuck?
They took away a lot of stuff. If you go online, I can't remember everything off the top of my head, but they took away a lot. They
That make
took away a lot.
I like it a lot.
But that toasted cheddar chalupa,
Yo, you know what I used to love? And I don't know how my stomach was able to handle it. They had a nachos Bel Grande, but it was like a spicy version. So they had like jalapenos in it. And
yeah,
instead of like cheese, I think, no, sorry, there was cheese in it, but then there was like I guess like some kind of chipotle
it was probably the
sauce.
quesadilla sauce.
Yeah, that might have been it. Yeah, I don't know how the hell my
They did
stomach
that with the
dealt with that.
fries too. They were called rattlesnake fries.
Mm,
I think I might have gotten them like once. It was the nacho fries, which they freaking.
not sponsored. Sorry. I'm trying to get the label out of the. It's so funny. Like when you're trying to. Wait, you might hear
And
the.
next time, I'm just gonna freaking put
Soda
electric
hiss.
tape. ASMR. I'm gonna put electric tape on it next time. On it next time, we'll just freaking do that. Did you try the Dr Pepper cream soda? It tastes like fucking
Um,
cotton candy. It's
um,
disgusting. And I
I
like
did not
figured I would
try
like
it.
it.
I didn't try it.
I thought I would like it because I love cream soda and I love Dr Pepper, but the two flavors combined, it tastes like cotton candy, and I'm just not about it.
No,
I
David
don't like
David
it.
ill.
I just don't like it.
This is Philip H. Anselmo.
What is he doing right now? What do you think he did for
I
New
don't know. Let
Year's?
me fucking text him. How am I supposed to know what Phil is talking about?
I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking. I know Phil. I know.
Hold
I
on.
wow. I said Phil instead of Till. I know Till was in
Hmm.
Dubai for New Year's.
Was he really? Listen, I highly doubt that Phil was in Dubai. Foresee.
I'm gonna show you a picture. I'm not one to pull up my phone
No,
while we're
no, please
recording,
do,
but
please
I
do.
have to pull this picture up
Yo,
because this is what Till was doing.
all right,
Let me
I'm gonna
just.
text Phil and be like, yo, what you doing? WYD. What if I just? Oh my god.
That's Till in the middle. He was
how
in
how
Dubai.
um how old is he now? You said he's like almost 60.
His birthday's on Monday.
Is it really?
Let's look.
So many great
Let's look.
musicians. So so many great musicians are Capricorns
You share a birthday with Paul Stanley from Kiss.
and Skeet Ulrich and Evan Peters
And Paul Stanley from Kiss.
and Paul Stanley from Kiss. Yes, I'm not a Capricorn.
He's gonna be 58.
I'm an Aquarius.
Angel Aqu. Whoops. Hopefully we don't get flagged for that.
Gift like for what?
What was that phrase that we used to say all the time? Oh, tell people what?
Tell people.
Tell people what? What was that from?
I just think that was our way of saying, hey, like whatever you just told me in
No, it
secrecy is
was in
staying there.
something and we were like dying. Oh, How I Met Your Mother.
I've never watched How You Met Your Mother, so there's no way I got it from there.
Neil Patrick
Um,
Harris. There's
that's a lie. I watched like 2 episodes. I don't know.
they're
I
at
wasn't
a
into
they're
it.
at a wedding and they're freaking the couple. I can't. Ted and oh my god, I can't. And Ted and Robin. I had a brain fart for a second. They're like dating, and they're at their friend's wedding and they're slow dancing, and they broke up like 3 days before the wedding, and they didn't want to tell their friends because they didn't want to disappoint them.
Mm.
So they're like slow dancing and pretending to like be into it, and they look at each other and they're like, "When should we tell people?" And freaking Neil Patrick Harris
Oh
walks
my
past him and
god.
hear it, and he's like, "Tell people what? Tell people what? Tell people what?" And like he goes up to like the microphone and he's like, "So if you're the owner of a black '97 Hyundai Accord, you left your lights on. Tell people what? Tell people what?" And he says,
Well, I am definitely not seasoned when it comes to Line John Show. I apologize.
"You have to watch it. I think you'd really
Do you
like
know
that."
why I'm not seasoned? Because literally all I fucking watch is Friends over and over and over and over and over. That's a lie. I watch other, other series. It's just Friends is like my comfort show. Did you ever just have a show that you always go back to watching? I don't know, when you feel like anxious or you need to like put something good on when you're like falling asleep. Like Friends is it for me.
I watch Rust Valley Restores.
What? You watch some of the weirdest random ass shit. The other night I called her and she was watching like a TV show where like this a Mack truck like got into an accident like on like a freeway or something. I'm like,
Heavy Rescue 401. And the next day, believe it or not, I saw a fucking tractor trailer wedged underneath one of the overpasses
oh my
on the
god,
southern state.
oh my
And
god.
I started like, I wasn't like laughing at the situation, but I was laughing because I was like, wow, they need a top loader for this. And if they cut the tractor trailer this way,
How do you know what a top loader is? Cause she watched. Bow, bow, bow.
Heavy Rescue 401, it's on Netflix.
Oh my god,
It's
yo,
interesting.
there's something that okay, I don't know if I'm gonna watch this, but Miranda, what's up, Miranda? She told me that she watched this movie on Netflix, and I think it's called Skins, and
Oh, it's a show.
it is a show. Oh, it is a show. Okay, for some reason I thought it was like a movie, but it kind of like
It's good, but
with like different stories in it,
it's like
like
a heavier, more intense version of Degrassi.
Oh, no, no, not that Skins. Oh, okay.
Oh,
No, no, no. I'm so sorry. Let me specify. I definitely have watched Skins because I love Catherine Prescott. I thought she was adorable. I loved that show. But this is believe a movie and it's called Skins
oh,
and it's about it is fictional about people with these really awful deformities. And one of the stories is about a woman that has a butthole for a mouth and a mouth for a butthole.
know people that have that.
You know,
Ass slips.
I look ass lips. I fucking can't. All I know is that when I saw the photo for this, I was so disturbed. Like, it really doesn't take a lot. Like, I'm sorry, it does take a lot to disturb me. Especially since I was like, I actually sat through the human centipede, not without like wincing and
Not
making
only
it.
that, you were talking about Tusk before, like he was like Sesame Street.
I know. I like weird and creepy and different. And sometimes it's really easy for me to watch fucked up things just because I know it's fiction.
Oh, like
I don't know.
Begotten.
No, Begotten. Listen, I was tripping when I watched Begotten, so that's a whole different
Yeah,
level.
well, you triggered me the other day, and you
I'm
commented on
so
something.
sorry. I'm
Somebody
so
posted a picture
sorry.
of that on Extreme Halloween, and you commented on it. I was like, of course she did. Of course she commented on it.
Okay, so I was with there's a guy we called Metal Nick. Okay, I don't know if Nick is ever gonna watch this, but hi Nick.
You should because it's Metal Gale Radio.
Smell Got Radio, and he met Peter Steele, and I would love to like get him
All
on
right, and on
actually.
next week's episode, we're gonna talk about the letter B. What?
Yeah, yeah. No, he met Peter Steele at a bar in Brooklyn.
It was probably fucking
Duff's.
yeah,
I want to say Duff's,
it had to have been
but Metal Nick and I and this girl, I think her name was like Violet or Violetta. I don't know. I met her
some
literally
goth name.
just yeah, like I met her just that night, and we all decided to trip. And he puts on this fucking
What
movie.
did you trip on?
Why do you gotta be like that?
Because we have to tell the viewers, because everyone's gonna probably have that same question.
Okay, all right, fine. So it wasn't anything. It wasn't anything that was illegal. I'll just say that it was fucking Robitussin.
Everyone's like, "Oh, it's shrooms," and like went to move on, and you're like, "It's Robitussin."
No, no, because listen,
Remember when I did that with you?
oh my god. Okay, you threw up immediately. I was like, this is so great. It's so great,
Yeah,
Gail.
because
Fucking
I
down it,
was failed
Gail.
to be informed that you had to drink a quarter of a bottle every 15 minutes. I thought you were supposed to chug the entire bottle within 15 minutes. So I was like, huh, bottoms up. That's me right now. And freaking pounded it. And
Shit.
you were like, I still have like half a bottle left. And I was like, how have you done this two times before me or like a time before this? And like,
Stupid kids we were.
and you were
Seriously.
like, no, you were supposed to do it that way. And I was like, hmm. And I remember we were at the Key Food parking lot and
And
it
it
was
was
raining
pouring. It was pouring, and you're like, I had to throw up. And I went with you because I'm like, of course I
down those
feel.
creepy ass stairs.
Oh, of course, I felt so bad because obviously I had done this like twice before and very safely. And obviously, like I had this guy, whatever, like, who did it before, like guiding me, like, okay, you drink this and like this amount and da da da. But that was insane. That was insane. When I first did it, the shit that I wrote, because as soon as I came home, I had like so much shit going on in my head and I started writing and I kept that notebook. It just has so many like weird, like
On next
demented
week's
things in
episode,
on next week's episode.
next fuck around episode, we'll read some excerpts.
Yes. Oh my god. I don't know if I want to do that. It's private. No.
It's private.
That's me 2 decades ago.
See, I can't do the hands thing.
No, you just okay, so you put your hands like right here, right? You let them hang, but then
You let them hang.
but then also pretend like you're playing piano when you are like saying like like when you're focusing on one word.
Like
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Lucy, I don't know what I want to eat.
I may have swiped my finger across Paul's sandwich to have some bindi sauce
And then you do. I don't know. And it's a
before. I
lot of
did.
it's a lot of like lip stuff too. Like that actress, she's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
All of their comedic timing on Schitt's Creek is incredible. Like, yo, did our purple light just go bye bye? It's the ghost.
Stop! Don't talk about that
It's
now.
spirit. Whoever you are, we don't want you here.
Imagine all of a sudden
Stop it! Why do you gotta? Why do you have to take it to that level? I'm just fucking
Because
around.
maybe he wants to be on the
No, he
podcast.
does not want to be on the fucking podcast. Spirit, whoever you are, please go.
All right, keep talking. I'm gonna play with the light for a second.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, so this movie Begotten was absolutely ridiculous and terrifying. It is a grainy black and white film, and I had no idea what it was about going into it.
The
Um
battery was unplugged.
the
The battery was unplugged.
What do you mean the battery's dead?
Who unplugged the battery? Told you he wanted to be on the podcast. Anyway,
How am I supposed to?
keep talking about Begotten. That's something great to be talking about
Oh,
right now.
okay. Yeah, you know what? Basically the movie's really super creepy and watch it never. Okay, next
Watch
topic.
it never.
Okay, okay, next topic. I'll tell you a scary movie that you guys should watch that was I still consider like a groundbreaker, and I don't know, like a lot of people don't feel this way.
I'm scared.
No, 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 no. It's you like this movie. I actually saw it pretty recent. It was sorry, my the wig was like itching my ear. It Scream. Scream was I just feel like for the time, like spoiler alert, like I'm gonna give away spoilers for the 1996 movie Scream. So just yeah,
Catch
if
up.
catch up or I don't know. I know that there are some people I know that haven't watched it.
That's what I mean, though. Pause this to the podcast. Go watch it and come back.
Exactly. Pause here. But that movie, I feel like for the time, I feel like Drew Barrymore was all over the promotional material and the poster and everything, and so the movie opens with her and you think, oh, here's our heroine, and actually no, they kill her off immediately. And I feel like that was one of the, if not the first time I saw that ever.
I wonder if there was a reason for that.
I mean, I obviously, like, that Drew has pull, right? In the 90s, people loved her, knew her, especially for, like, I don't know, Poison Ivy, or even going before that, oh, that's the kid from E.T. And
Elliot. Oh my god, Athena, my niece, is petrified of that movie.
I actually was
She's petrified.
no, I used to be afraid of ET when I was little, like in the beginning when, like, what is, like, the cops are like trying to find him and he's running through all the bushes and shit. He's running through all the bushes.
That's me right now. Could that be the next That's Me Right Now hoodie? Oh my god, remember this
What?
scene?
ET in the bushes? I
No,
don't want to wear that shit.
I'm gonna wear it.
You would wear it.
No, I want a hoodie with ET in the closet with the wig and the hat on and the little dress
Oh
when he's
my
like
god.
ET, be good.
Okay,
And he's running
actually,
with the stuffed when she puts him in
no,
the
that
stuffed animals.
no, that would be an awesome hoodie, actually.
And it'll be a brown hoodie.
That's her right now.
That's me right now. I could relate to a lot of weird creatures. I want to watch Harry and the Hendersons. Speaking of creature like movies like that.
I don't know what that is.
What? You have homework to do this week, Babs.
Yes, it's called Intro to Psych.
I'm sure they'll talk about Harry and the Hendersons in your intro to psych class.
Wait, were you being serious?
Yeah.
What? What? Shut the fuck up.
It's about a
Are you
guy
fucking with
who's
me?
driving in the woods with his family and they're like going, I think it's like they're going on a day trip or something,
Mhm.
and they hit a Sasquatch with the car by accident, and then
Oh, I should not have been vaping.
he ends up like coming home with them, and the father's John Lithgow.
Oh,
And the
I
Sasquatch,
I
you
love John
fall in love
Lithgow.
with Harry.
Excuse me.
He's so
She made
good.
me
That smells
fucking
so
gag.
good.
It's watermelon bubblegum. What up, Vixen Vapors? Not sponsored, but you guys have amazing flavor vapes.
Yeah, that smells delicious, and it smells just like that. Like as soon
Mm.
as you said watermelon bubble gum, I
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
bubble yum or bubblicious, whatever the hell it was.
I got either one. No, I feel like Bubblicious just tastes a little bit better.
I was gonna say there was
A
one that always
little
tasted
better.
better.
You know what shit never lasted? Remember that gum with the horse on it, the zebra, and it came like the
They
paper,
still
the
have that. It's like fruit stripes.
fruit stripes. Okay, tasted amazing. Tasted like fucking crack for 5 seconds, and then after the 5 seconds are over, the flavor is just boom
You know what else
gone.
that happens to? Juicy fruit.
Oh god, juicy fruit. Juicy fruit, up your game, man. You have to be the wet and
What
wild of the
flavor
gum
was
world.
that though?
Look, they're the wet and wild of the fucking gum world. Wet and Wild stepped up their game, right? But I know there's like some drama with them. But whatever. Point is, when it comes to quality of
What?
product, isn't there just some drama with Wet and Wild? Well, something about like what they're do they test
Oh,
on
the
animals or
the
something,
it,
which we do not support.
that's what there was drama with that because people were saying that they were claiming they were cruelty free, and then they were selling to countries that it's a law for them to test on animals.
Oh,
So that was like the issue. I don't know if they've been canceled. I don't
I
think
don't
they
know if
have,
they've been
but
canceled.
if they were and I didn't get the memo, I do apologize.
Okay, literally the last time I used Wet and Wild was oh my god, I had to be like 9 years old, and like
No, they really upped their game.
I
Like
I
their
was
setting
9,
sprays and stuff.
and like
It's legit. I
it
hope
was
it's not canceled.
it was not the tube of lipstick, but it was like the liquid one with like the doe foot, but it was kind of like a frosted look to it, and it was Barbie pink. I was like, oh my god, I did not know my colors.
How's your doe foot?
Work 9-year-old me, like get know your fucking colors, know your palette, know your palette. And I was wearing this Barbie pink, but I just remember it tasted and smelled like makeup. You know what I mean? It just was like super cakey. It was just
You know what? Lip
gross.
glosses I always liked, and I still have a bunch of their stuff. Lip Smacker.
Oh my god, the vanilla lip smackers
I have
is
that in my.
vanilla cupcake, I should say. Lip smackers.
Even the plain vanilla, the vanilla cupcake is delicious, but the plain vanilla is good. I got a pack from Target like a couple weeks ago, and it was like an 8 pack. It's fruit punch, bubble gum, kiwi,
That shit's no,
mango,
that shit's good.
everything. I freaking love them though.
I'm not even gonna lie. Okay,
Their doe-footed lip gloss. They had
how's
one.
your dough foot?
I think it was like cappuccino or something like that, or something.
Mm,
It was like the perfect shade of nude, and have yet to find a lip gloss or a liquid lip that is that consistency because it was the only one to this day that I've tried that like didn't dry out, that wasn't sticky, and it was like the perfect nude color. And it
I
smelled so freaking good.
I'm not very okay. I go two directions with my lipsticks. This one right now is this is just Charlotte Tilbury. She has a uh the lip liners are called Lip Cheat, and this one is called Super Size Me, and it's meant to mimic the color of lips. So I'll just throw a little bit on, like fill it in a little, throw some gloss over it, or I'll go super with like a super like cherry red or like bold red. And I just tried. Well, was actually on video when I used it.
Yeah.
The Fenty lip paint, and I really like the consistency of that one. A lot of liquid lips just they give you butthole mouth.
Butthole mouth.
You know,
Like
like
that broad from the movie.
yeah, like that broad from the movie that we're not gonna watch.
She was probably wearing Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I mean,
Oh,
I
shots
didn't
fired!
say
Bam,
that.
bam, bam. Get your little. Well, you know what I have to say to that?
Stop, we can't.
Why?
Because that's her special guest for S.
Oh, he wants to make an appearance. Lucy has a special guest for the letter S. All right, fine, fine. I'm gonna let her keep her secret. Tune in for the letter S to meet our special guest.
I want to bring him on too, but
It's okay. They can wait, and I can wait. You know, well, I can wait because I'm literally looking at him right now.
we'll play with him when life is over. I'm surprised you didn't notice what was on the side over there that I used as a decor for decoration. Well,
Wait, wow, the drumstick. Is that signed by Ray?
it's his signature line as I knock over the
Oh,
PA system.
oh no. Oh shit, that's dope.
Used.
That's awesome. I think. Wait, I have Jimmy Bauer's drumstick. Do
You
I
know who
not?
gave this to me?
Who gave it?
Head.
Het like handed that to you from stage?
True story. I will talk more about this when we go into Corn and K. Um, I've always loved Hen and of all the members of Corn. I mean, I love them all, but he was always my favorite.
Mhm.
And it was like one of his first shows back, and he was taking drumsticks from Ray and throwing them into the crowd. and he kept throwing them, and I kept missing them because I'm 5'2", and even though I was on the barricade, like when he would toss it, it would just like go right past me.
She's a small.
Finally, finally, he threw it like through one, and the girl literally right next to me caught it.
Oh my
And
god.
I couldn't even help
Jesus.
it. I didn't like say it to him directly, but I just like kind of had a little mini temper tantrum, and I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" And like started laughing because I was like mad pissed. I was like, I've been waiting, trying to get a drumstick, and then like the girl next to me catches it, whatever. So he saw this happen, I guess, because then they started playing Another Brick in the Wall, and Monkey was doing his guitar solo, and I'm standing like this filming Monkey just to
Mhm.
get like a 20-second clip of him freaking playing. And all of a sudden, Paul starts tapping me on the shoulder really fast. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I turn and I look in front of me, and Ed is literally leaning off the stage and is like this.
Oh my god.
And I was
I think I would might
I
faint.
grabbed it and I
Like
was like, "Thank you, sir." And he started laughing, and I was like, "I love you." And he's like, "I love you too." And like blew me a kiss and walked away. But I was like,
that's
I
amazing.
died.
See, but like that's an attentive man right there. He saw that how upset you were, and he
I
came
was
down and
bummed.
give you. Yeah, no, you get super bummed like when shit like that happens. I
He was like
wanted
my
to.
first metal. Sorry, he was like
Hmm,
my first metal crush. I
I
think,
think.
hands down. I was like 13 years
Hmm.
old, and I saw pictures of him. It was actually the
Marilyn Manson was mine.
somebody
Yeah.
someone video,
Uh,
and I was like, "Who is that man?"
actually, not somebody. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's a
It
song that Marilyn has that's like similar. I don't know why I thought you just said the name of one of his songs, but obviously you're talking about a corn song. The Somebody Someone video is awesome. I always loved their
Remember the
videos.
making of that video?
Yeah.
That's what I saw, and I was
Yeah,
like,
that was
"Who
great.
is that guitar player?" Like John's adorable. I freaking love him,
One
but
one thing okay that stands out that I'll just say about corn because again, don't want to go into detail about you know bands that we have set aside for a certain letter, but in the Alone I Break video, that was filmed in the murder house from the first season of American Horror Story before it was actually the murder house. I went to
before the murder.
before the merde. Merda de testa de minchia.
Do you think Till
I
and
don't
Phil were hanging out on New Year's?
listen.
Do you
We
think
can
do you
we
think
can
Phil was in
dream.
Dubai?
We can dream all we want about those two possibly getting together, creating together, being in Dubai together. But the fact but the fact remains that Phil is in the swamp petting goats and Till is in Dubai wearing a robe, I guess.
But imagine
Whatever that
Phil
was.
wearing that too, and like the two of them taking a picture like next to a camel. Yo, Dubai is freaking
Next to a
gorgeous though. Like I am
camel.
mad envious. Well, there's mad camels in Dubai.
Yes, but like I just can't yo, Phil and Samo, if you're watching, let us know if you've ever pet a camel or like
He
have ever
definitely has.
I just want to know.
They have like camels and alpacas like where he lives. I knew a guy upstate that
Yo,
had
alpacas
camels.
are mad cute. I would love an
Jeffrey
alpaca.
Dean Morgan has an alpaca.
Yo, what up, JDM?
He's got mad animals. He's got donkeys. Patton the donkey. Freaking literally like he comes home from filming The Walking Dead, and he takes videos on Instagram of like him walking into the pen, and Patton like comes running up to him like a dog and gets so excited to see him, and it's the cutest thing because he's just like a short stocky little donkey.
Yo, have you ever been anywhere where like they filmed a movie or show? Because one,
Yeah, Trainland, Sopranos. I
a
remember Mary picked me up. We were going to her apartment on Lakewood Boulevard, and they were filming that episode. Like,
and that was a really crazy scene.
and you know what the best part is though?
Like a pretty big death
That yeah, that was
in that
insane.
episode as well. So
But they had the trailers outside in that random side parking lot on the side of the building, and I told Mary, I was like, "You need to stop. Like, if we see somebody, that's gonna be freaking like awesome."
yeah, yeah,
And if you go back and watch the episode, right when they like film that scene, they have like a pan view of Sunrise Highway,
yes,
and it's a fall day. The pan view that they do, it's like sunset, like orangey, reddish sky, like clear sunrise highway, freaking sidewalks all clear, like fall leaves. When they're inside Trainland, if you look past them and look out the front door, you'll see freaking snow everywhere because there was like a massive blizzard that day.
Oh
And
shit.
we had off from school because of it. And that's why we went to Mary's house because we were bored and we were snowed in. And she was like, "Oh, I'll pick you up," because she was like 2 blocks away.
Oh my
So
god,
if you
that's
look
so
out like
awesome.
the door past them, you'll see there's just like white and snow everywhere because there was probably like a foot of snow on the ground.
What would you have done? I mean, I don't think James Gandolfini did not film in that part of the
No,
episode, but like, could you just imagine like riding that Sunrise Highway and you just see that majestic human just standing there
I would have
looking
lost my
looking
shit.
looking how he does.
I saw James Franco at Rockville Center train station.
Really?
They were doing
Hmm.
it was that movie that he did with I want to say it was him and Jonah Hill or something, but he was filming a movie and he was sitting on the steps going up to like the train station. And I drove past and I
Oh,
saw
I
like a bunch of
remember
people like
hearing about that.
yeah, I saw a bunch of people
Yeah.
standing at the bottom of the steps and I was like, why are they standing there? Like it looks so weird. And then like somebody moved and I was like at the light right there and he was standing there. And I honked my horn and I waved and he looked up and smiled and like waved and I died on the inside a little. Mary met
Listen.
Tom Hardy in the sitting.
Oh my god, when you told me that, I literally wanted to like fall over. That man's gorgeous.
Mm. And then
You
because
said
I was so mad that she met him because she knows how much I love him. She's like, I couldn't like say anything to him really though because like he was by himself and he kind of gave me this look like, yeah, I mean, we both know it's me, but don't say anything because
yeah.
don't say anything. And she freaking like didn't say anything. She like left it alone, but I got so mad at her for like not saying anything or like getting me something from him. So I sent her man nudie photos of him.
Oh my god, I think you actually sent them to me too. Babs.
I don't have
I'm
naked
not
pictures of Tom
complaining.
Hardy on my phone.
I'm not complaining at all actually. You said Jonah Hill before. I used to work at um a Bath and Body Works. Okay. Horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, but you
Anyhow,
got discounts, so
I got discounts and their candles are mad good, but I retail as a whole, I'm never doing it again. But I was on my way back home and um, I was thinking about stopping at my favorite one. Well, it was my favorite at the time. There's a place called Masago in Oceanside, and on my way back, I'm like, oh, like that sounds really good for dinner. And I realized that I can't get into the parking lot, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And they have trailers all over the place, and like, and I see Jonah Hill and Emma Stone, and I
I'm
forgot.
waiting for Paul to like bust the door down. Emma Stone. He's gonna listen
Yeah,
to this and be like, "You asshole."
they were filming a show which I eventually watched when it came out, and it was actually very good. Not at all what I expected, maybe from either of them, but I think that was kind of the point. It was called Maniac, and it's on Netflix.
It
Or
was very interesting. I
you
watched
did
that.
watch it?
I did.
Okay,
It was very different.
so there is a scene where she goes into a store of some kind. Like I would definitely have to look back because I never rewatched the series, but it took place in that parking lot, so I couldn't get my sushi. I was very upset. But
Oh, the horror.
please, I could eat sushi.
I know.
Guess how many times I ate sushi this week? And I know that it's not good to eat it. Like,
Comment down below.
comment down
You
below.
might win a prize.
Listen. Oh, okay. So we're talking about a contest
Hmm.
before, but I'm not really sure what we want to do. But
I think we're gonna try to do some trivia, and if you look up the answers on Google, you're a shitty person because just don't do that. That's not
we have
funny.
to figure out a way that they can do the trivia, but like almost like in a live setting. You know what I mean? So like they have 3 seconds to like look it up. Like, the question comes up, then they have 3 seconds, and they have to like
Maybe we'll do that for episode D because we'll be together for episode D,
that. We could
and
do that.
we'll have people if they want. They can call in.
Also,
I was like, we'll have people call in, but we'll do something like that. But we're gonna do like a first, second, and third prize.
If you guys get us to 75 subscribers by my birthday, January 20th, we will do a photo shoot.
Yummy.
We're not going to
I
detail
may have bought
what
something already.
we're not going to detail what kind I did you really? No, no, because that means I got to go out and buy something too. Listen, we're not going to detail what kind. Yo, fuck you, man.
We
We're
need a
not.
sound bit board.
I
That's the
know.
next investment. Now we
I
got the lights and two turntables and a microphone.
you know
Now we just now we just need a sound bit board so we could clip stuff like that. Like
why do you love that sound so much?
there's gonna be some sicko that watches this and like repeats it like on repeat and is like
Stop! I was just sighing.
Who's-
All right, you know what? Make it 100 subscribers. 100 subscribers by January 20th.
Is it because I went
Yes, it is. I want to fucking amp up. I want to ante it up. Ante it.
raise the ante?
I can't stand you.
I love you.
I love you so much.
This was a
I love
real.
you so much, David. Happy New Year,
Hold
David.
on, we gotta relax. Drop the hands. Pretend you're playing. Pretend you're playing piano.
David does something
Could we
similar, but
please
it's
learn
more
the
like
handshake so the next time we're together, we'll know to do it.
we for
The handshake.
mm, the Olaf one, and then no, but they go like this. Oh my god,
That's why we're like.
wait.
All I remember is the
It's
little.
the twirl. Oh, I know why. Because we need that. Okay, it's supposed to go like this. Then we're supposed to meet down here. I thought, right?
Oh, it's something like that.
And then
It's something like that.
it's something like that. Don't worry.
Look at my hair. Look at my hairdo.
Let's not even talk about hairdos right now. No, I'm actually gonna bring this home. I like it. It's
Shit.
cute, David. But David has a very similar way of talking that I don't know if I could accomplish.
You know what I watched last
Like
night? Speaking of
he does a
Schitt's
lot of
Creek,
this. Like it needs to be celebrated. You know what I mean?
you do that too well.
Oh my god.
I watched the clip of
You're welcome, guys.
that him singing serenading simply the best. Oh, that kills me every
The
single
fucking
time.
kills me.
It's so cute. I cry every time.
Whenever I like see romance on TV, I'm like, it's so fucking fake.
What do we live in a rom com?
Yeah, we're not living in a rom com. You know what it is? It all started with Disney. And you know what? I'm not shit talking Disney because I love Disney. I grew up watching Disney movies. But what Disney did was set us up to
False hope.
believe, yeah, to believe that that is how things are supposed to be. And yes, you can have that like kind of pure romance with somebody, but the way in which it happens as an adult, it doesn't happen like that. Someone just doesn't start singing like, there goes the baker with his tray like always, and suddenly,
Definitely demonetized now.
oh shit. Listen, but it
I
doesn't
can't.
happen like that. It doesn't happen like that.
No,
And nothing in that happens in romantic comedies is like that. To have a relationship as a fucking grown ass adult, you need patience. You need empathy and compassion. And people don't just fall in love with you because you know what I'm trying to say. They don't just fall in love with you for your fucking looks because you look like a fucking princess. They're gonna fall in love with you for your flaws too. What are you doing, Gail?
since you brought up Disney.
Oh no. She has a Disney background. Oh my
That's
god.
me right now.
Lucy.
I'm gone.
That's what is
That's me right now.
no
Now, too bad all
one.
men don't look like that. And I love how LeFou's face is his face too. Look.
Oh no shit. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that shit.
Why can't all men look like that?
Why can't you get that on the screen? Okay, listen.
It's so
Listen.
good. How could I not? You know
Obviously,
how many people are
like
gonna appreciate the Gaston background? They're gonna say that we
no,
should bring it back.
I appreciate
I appreciate you, motherfucker.
I appreciate you, motherfucker, and your guest on background. But
We're gonna get some good ones too. Don't you worry. Oh, don't you worry.
don't you fucking worry. All right, so that's the homework. 100 subscribers by my birthday. I'll also leave my Cash App down below. I'm just playing.
At least you are.
Wait, why wouldn't you leave your Cash App down below? You
No, I
judging me?
totally would.
She's
I'll put it
judging
in
me.
the link tree.
No, I'm not really gonna give out my Cash App.
I will.
I now it's like I will
What are they
send
gonna
me
try to log
money.
into my account and send people money? Good luck with that.
No, I don't know. I feel like Cash App is always associated with like I don't know, like nasty shit. But I've only ever used it to like send money like to and from friends. So I don't know.
Nasty
It
shit.
is just like how when you say OnlyFans, people are like, "Oh my god, she's definitely doing porn." People don't understand. I mean, I don't. We don't have an OnlyFans, but I understand how they work.
Yet.
And you say yet, yet.
After all these contests,
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if the photo shoot is well liked, we'll just throw it up and see what happens.
maybe we'll get some Gaston in there too as a background.
um, I think that's gonna be a miss. What do you
I'm
think?
definitely gonna do one. I might even get Harold and ET in there
Okay, listen.
too. Maybe we'll go out to the woods and we'll try to find Sasquatch.
I will subscribe to your OnlyFans.
I'll do a BDSM, whatever they call it, photo shoot with fucking Sasquatch.
Um, I would love that actually.
Speaking of Sasquatch for a second, did you ever hear of Saxsquatch?
I did not.
Well, I'm gonna give him a shout out right now because he's the sass.
The little baby says?
You know, he's definitely a little baby sass. He is a man who, well, he's a Sasquatch who does live Facebook shows in the woods, and
What?
he covers like songs like hits of today and yesterday, and he covers them. He plays a saxophone, and he's the Saxsquatch.
I would love to hear some of that.
We will
That sounds
listen on the
very
way home.
interesting. Cool.
It's a jammy.
Good shit. You know what else is a jammy? The shit that we got coming up for letter B.
Hell yeah.
Because,
And we really wanted to like
damn.
do our homework, guys, and
Well, you know
give B a
what?
fair shot like we did with A.
Yeah, well, I
And we
mean,
did. We
this
did a lot of
was.
homework and research this week, I think.
We did. We did absolutely. I
But we
found.
just wanted a relaxing episode.
Yeah, I just want to like chill and chat, you know?
I just chill and chat.
Everybody's a little low key. It's doing pretty great, I think. No, everybody just wants to like, I don't know, chill and then they get yeah, and then they get back to like
Was that even the sound? I feel like we fucked up.
shut the fuck up. She's never gonna let that go. All right, so letter B next week. Happy New Year, everybody. And remember, if you're not happy today, you don't have to be at all.
Just stay Gary's, Harry Gary's.
Stay Gary. Sorry, Gary.